right, I'm here with Kenyette in her house in Euclid, Ward 1.
There we go.
She's got her rain barrel all ready to go, and what we're going to do next is cut the downspout and connect the downspout diverter. So this is the last piece to getting water from your roof to your rain barrel.
Before the rain today.
Before the rain this afternoon, that's the goal.
But first you make sure the rain barrel is level before you attach.
Exactly. So these rain barrels, they have 55 gallons of water. They end up being about 450 pounds when they're full. So you want to make sure that's level and it's not going to fall. So you want to try to either find a level area or dig it out. We're using some cinder blocks here to elevate the barrel so that Kenyette can put her bucket under there and get her water after this afternoon's rainstorm.
These are your tools.
Yep. So you're going to need a sawzall or a saw to break through it first. Then you're going to need your tin snippers to cut those holes. Marker to mark off where you're going to cut. You might need a screwdriver, hammer for some leverage to get things apart. And then first things first, you need to cut. You want to do it higher than the barrel. So we're going to have this diverter connected on, and we're going to have a hose that runs down from here to the barrel. So you want enough elevation that that water will use gravity to get to the barrel.
Okay.
You're going to start your cut with just a sawzall or something similar. If you have a sawzall, that probably will get you through faster. We ended up using a hammer to give ourselves a little leverage. Make that first cut on the downspout. The other thing you could do is pull this completely off before this process. This is a bit of an old gutter, so we want to avoid having to replace rusty screws, so we're going to do it the tricky way. Yeah, great. Teamwork is important. All right, so now that we've cut our downspout off of the, I'm cheating here and showing you ahead, but now that I've cut this downspout off, what we need to do is mark the area that the diverter is going to connect to. And so you want to measure 1 3/4 inches wide and 3 inches down. And then you're going to use your tin snips to cut those lines and bend this down. And then you want to cut at an angle, about like 1/2 inch angle up, so that it'll fall in line nicely with your diverter. So once you've made those cuts, bent this down, now we're going to connect this onto the diverter. So we've already connected the diverter to the top downspout, so we had to jimmy it a little bit. The gutters aren't perfect size for it, so you kind of turn it around until it gets connected. Then you can kind of play with this here, get it hooked up, and then we're going to re-hook this onto our wall with our gutter bracket. So you might need some WD-40 if your screws are old, as we found out.
Is the diverter connected on there yet?
Yep, it's in there.
Is it really? On the
So
bottom?
now we've got the diverter. It's sitting in there. We can make it a little straighter. And so sometimes you got to tweak it a little bit. So this probably needs to be slightly wider to sit nice. So what I'm going to do is pull this on, and I'm just going to bend this over a little bit.
Okay.
Or you could snip off just a little bit more. Better to start small and need to increase than to start too big. And we'll find that piece so we don't step on it. Slide that in there. Real nice. Slip this back straight. So it's a little, I think that's good. Okay. So it's just a little bit wider than the downspout is from the house. So it's going to bulge out a little bit. If you probably won't have problems, but if it does get unstraight, this feels really sturdy. If it was unsturdy, you could add another downspout bracket right here.
Yeah, that's good.
And so with that, we're going to hook up the hose.
Get these out the way.
And then for your diverter, you've got your hose that goes in here. And then that's going to hook up to your barb hose right there. And then if you have extra pipe, you can cut it off if you want. It'll still work like this. What you don't want to lose is this little piece, which is what you use to cap this off during the winter. And
I'm gonna put it in my box.
And yep, so Kenyette's gonna store hers in her box so she doesn't lose it. So this is a garden water saver. There's other brands out there, Odie. Similar process, you just want to read the instructions for what size to cut your holes and where to cut your gutter. So with that, Kenyette is all set to start collecting her rainwater here in Euclid.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Elizabeth, thank you for coming on to Soil and Water Conservation.